Hello everybody and welcome back to the Communicraft server, where I just felt like we had to start up here for really no apparent reason except the view is very, very nice up here. I mean, look at it, we can still see the tree, we can see the pumpkin shop, still jealous of that thing, see Space's house, that area over there, which is, has like an ominous light at the end of that bridge at night, I noticed. I think that's Cosmic's place. I'm not sure. He hasn't been on. As you'll be able to see, not really many people have been on recently, or any new people at least. But yeah, I just felt like we had to start up here. No apparent reason why we had to do that. But I decided, I realised I'm really out of breath for no reason as well. Oh, no, we don't want to jump down there. But yeah, I felt like we just had to start up here, because we also need a bee in spawn for the first bit, just generally. But today we have a good plan. Hopefully a good plan. I'm hoping it works. Might take a while. I'm actually recording this earlier than normal, so I have I have more time to spend both on the episode and doing editing it and such. I don't have to rush it basically, which is good. So the first thing we need to do is come over here and we need to restock some stuff, because I actually found out I have some magma creams. I also have some blaze rods. I'm not sure if that's full. I did restock this. This has 4 gas tiers, which we may be using in a bit, because we have some stuff that I'm going to show in a minute, potentially. Blaze powder, blaze powder, blaze powder. Where are you? Blaze powder. You're not full. Okay. I only brought 6. I actually have 12, or had 12. I only took half a stack because I didn't want to, I didn't want to just take everything. And as far as I know, there's nothing new in that area. But today we have a plan, and that plan is to create a carrot farm. It's both a carrot and a potato farm, but we're making the carrot version. Basically, another thing I need to check is, does Space have any brown coats villages? Because I need to nick 2 villagers, and I'm sure he's fine with that, because villager breeder. Does he have any pure brown coat? Yes, you do. What are you? Shepherd? You are fine, doesn't matter. You are brown coat, it doesn't really matter. So, yes, we are going to be creating a not pumpkin farm, where I got one of those, a carrot farm. And the reason we're doing that is because the version of the carrot farm that I'm going to be making is made by Unirybit, I think, and the statistics for that is it makes 12 stacks of the, like carrots or potatoes, depending on what they are, every hour whilst it's loaded. Now, I worked that out. It takes 17 carrots in our farmer villager to get an emerald, so we can every hour we get 45 emeralds, which is not amazing, but we're also going to be using it for food. Also, I don't know who did this. I'm assuming it's West, because he was talking about how he was on the server and he's somehow got more hours in here than Flame. But he made this. Did add that. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, because that one hasn't been changed. But yes, rename this please. Diamond block. I was actually quite surprised when I came out here. I came out here, obviously to get stuff, and it just appeared. There's also a really weird thing, which I may have to show you in a minute, because I think I have to go back to my base later anyway. Normally, a portal just appears, on top of my base. But now, there's one that's appeared in my base, which is a bit worrying. I don't know why that is. Also, really worried because my CPU usage is at 99%, and I'm only running this game. I'm recording it, obviously, but okay, dropped to 70, and it's gone up to 90. Okay, confusing. Right, so I'm just gonna get rid of these nether warts, and obviously replant them because that's what we need to do. But yeah, we're gonna be creating this, and for that, we are going to have to do a few things. The first main thing with it is that we're going to have to find a space for it to go. This counts as a village as far as I know. It does count as a village because it's spawning in iron garlic. Yes, definitely. this farm needs to be built away from a village. So I think I read it's at least 64 blocks away from the center of the village, which would in theory be here. These 4 blocks are the center. Actually, let's check. Where we got a bit. But yeah, these 4 should be the center. But it said something about going from the corner, like not the corner, but like the furthest out door. So the furthest out door is there and here. So what I said basically to myself is go from here, go 1 block in front, which is that block there. And I said 64 blocks originally. I changed it to 70. I just said go 70 blocks out because it says 64 from the village, like minimum. But if we start the corner of this whole thing, 70 blocks away, then we should be fine. But yeah, this is 70 blocks away from that. It's also in the loaded chunks for when we AFK, so that's another great thing as well. Because the way that chunk loading works is 128 blocks away from the player. Is loaded. I think it's all the chunks are loaded, but no mob spawn. The mob spawning is like 128 around the player in a sphere. So when I'm up there, it's a sphere around there. But I think these all get loaded generally. I think it's a 9x9 chunk around the player. So when we're in that area, we should be, loading in this, which will be great. So yeah, I'm just gonna go. I must be really lagging. Nope. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go set up the little the base platform. I'm gonna have to switch between like a single player world and the server like a million times because there's no actual like tutorial. It's just sort of like this is how it's built. Here's a world download sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some of these blocks because I'm just gonna build it out of stone bricks because I have a lot of stone bricks. So oh, my phone went off. I'm so special. Email, yay. But yeah, I'm gonna go build this. The base area. Yeah, that's what it's called. And I'll see you once that's gone and been made. Okay, so whilst I was building this thing, or at least when I came close to finishing the build of this thing, I realized something that's quite well, I actually realized 2 things, which are quite worrying. First off, I have actually torched out, as I've previously stated, and I think shown also. I think I showed a process of doing it, or at least overshowed how much this is. I have gone 128 blocks out in each direction from the midpoint of my spawner, and basically this line right here is the end of those 128. It's actually more than 120. It's just over actually. As I realize this, I don't know if it's still there, but there should be a wooden block somewhere here, which I think possibly has been destroyed. Oh wait, it might be this? No, it's not. But it's like 2 blocks in from that, which is even worse than I realize now, because the edge of this farm is on this line here, which means it's not going to be 100% loaded in. I think if I remember correctly, it is. This is how much is loaded in. I don't know if it's just mob spawns, but this is at the very edge of this, which is a bit saddening. It's also getting dark, which is even more saddening. I'm actually going to see if I can go sleep. There we go. But yeah, that is something I've noticed. And it's also another thing I noticed is I'm not going to have enough glass for this whole thing. And the reason I've realized that is because I need 168 glass to complete this thing. And I don't have anywhere near that much. I have like 4. Actually, no, I have 15. That's how much I have. But you need a 2-high wall of glass. These are 15 wide each, or in length each. So that's 15, 30, 45, 60. Times 2, that's 120 at least. And each of these are 6. So you add those together, that's another 48. So that's 168 glass blocks. So for now, that's 2 stacks and 40, if my maths is correct. So I'm going to have to just either fill it in. Well, I'm going to just generally have to fill it in with other blocks for now. I might have to tear down that, in all honesty, like a line or two of that, if I can get up there, because that's about 128 blocks up, so that should cover doing this. But yeah, I was quite lucky as well, having enough, having this as... I wonder if I can turn rain sounds off. It's a thing, right? There we go. But yes, this was all basically dirt anyway, so, or grass at least, so that's pretty good. We can hoe all that later. So the next thing I have to do, I was going to say, is make a infinite water source, but I realise I'm pretty much next to one. Is place the water is down. Is what we're going to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where the first one's going to go, and it's gonna. There's going to be, I think, 8 points of Actually, it's 10 points of water throughout this entire thing because there's 2 in the middle. And I'm gonna go sort that out, and then I'm also 3, 4. I'm probably gonna just do the glowstone as well on my own. There's 16 pieces of glowstone. I think I've got exactly enough to actually make that. No, I don't actually. I only have enough to make 12 glowstone, but I should have a ton in my chest because I think we just have a ton in general. For some reason, I don't know why we have a ton, but I have a ton because there was like 5 stacks of it somewhere, and I just took a stack or 2. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here. So yeah, I'm going to finish this off and just do the glowstone as well, and then I'll see you back once those 2 bits have been done. This right here is the reality of moving villagers over to my base. It takes absolutely forever to just sort of, have this rail placed out in general. I choose not to, in general, keep the line because it requires to go to that portal, and for example, if I want to get it over to here, it has to cut right through the road, so I'm going to have to make sure I replace the road properly. But yeah, we need to get 2 villagers from here, so I'm actually going to have to see if I have a spare minecart in my base, because the we need 2 villagers. One has to be a brown coat villager, one it doesn't really matter what they are. The reason for that is one needs to be able to do the farming, and one needs to be able to do... Oh look, we have this over here. I have a lot of rail there. It's good if I ever ran out of rail, which I didn't luckily. No, but we do actually have this, which we are going to require to use. Okay, so we are just going to have to do this one by one. But yeah, we have a portal in our base for no reason. But yeah, the good thing about this project is we are finally going to be using an item which I'm pretty sure I said I'd never ever use, which was a diamond hoe that was given to me by, I think it was Flame. I think it was Flame that gave it to me. But he gave me that, and I never thought I'd use it, but apparently I needed it. So what I'm actually going to have to do is, really, I'm going to have to try and capture this guy. Where are you? He's run off. No. I hate capturing villagers. It's such a pain, especially when they're all running around the place. And also when I'm lagging. Thank you. Thank God. So yeah, now I need to remove these, get this guy. I suppose I can just push him, actually. I'm not sure how they work in terms of using fence gates, though. Do they go through? They do! That is nice to know. So yeah, that's going to be that guy. And I'm actually going to have to see if there's any spare iron in these chests. I can sort of reimburse if I was going to say steal, but if I take any to use, it's not really stealing if I'm giving it back later, in theory. But no, looks like... Nope, we have extra minecarts, that is great. I can also give those back a lot easier. But yeah, now we just need to get a random villager. It doesn't matter what this one is. Might be nice just to get a cleric, especially since this one is just staying here. Doesn't really care too much for what he's doing. There is a ladder there, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Okay, dude, come on. And push this guy through, close the gate, and then we're going to go through the nether with these guys. And I'm not going to remove the rail yet. I'll remove it once the villagers are doing their job, because if they're not doing their job, I just realised that they're both still in minecarts. I could have sent one through still. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this guy's gonna have to. No. I can't do much against you, dude. Except, like, buy off from the world. Stay there. Just thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna get these guys back to the base, and I'll see you once that's all done. This guy is being really stubborn. And there he goes. Okie dokie, so we are finally over here, and I actually had to get another one of these guys. The one that was running around, as you may have seen. The reason for that is I accidentally killed the other guy. I dropped, I need to also fix the nether, because essentially I killed the first guy by accident, by dropping him down the shaft that we have going down from the spawn portal to my portal. So I had to throw him down there, hope that he lands on the slime blocks. No, he didn't. He 2 times fell on the stairs, killed himself. So I blocked up that entire thing. One entire wall, you can't even go up any of the parts on that one side of the wall. So I've got to fix that. It's easy as netherrack. It's fine. But yeah, I dropped him down to the slime block. Then I dropped the farmer guy, or the brown coat guy, on there. Forgot that they wouldn't go through each other. Killed him because he didn't land on a slime block, and yeah, I had to go get the other guy. I like, as he was dropping, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work. This is gonna. I forgot that, you know, that's not happening. Or like my brain was like, oh, I hope that this worked, etc. etc. And it didn't. It was a bit of a pain. But yeah, we finally have these guys over here. Need to sleep. They are just in minecarts. I don't want anything spawning, especially since right over there is where stuff is able to spawn, and we need to drag him over here. You can see that I have got the glowstone up, because I don't think I actually showed that. I said I was going to go and do that and then cut back, but then I accidentally went to the villagers. Or actually, not accidentally, I purposefully went to the villagers, because I needed to go to the villagers, kind of obviously. But yeah, then we need to drop this guy up here. And I got some white stained clay, or white stained glass. I borrowed it from somewhere. Yeah, I'll get some more eventually. It's fine. But yeah, we need to kind of just do this. I think that's the way it was done. I've got to make sure this guy doesn't get out, though. That's the other thing. There we go. Minecart. Ender pearl my way out. So that guy's now there. I think maybe those 2 blocks. No, those 2 blocks do stay. Okay. And then over this will just be slabs. So I'm actually going to do that now because I don't want anything spawning up here and killing this guy. Or spawning near here and somehow killing this guy. Yes. That's that. We now need to bring the farmer over later, which is going to be a thing. Just let's get rid everything up to here, because we don't really care about this track that's here, because, you know, we're going to be using it later to get the farmer anyway. But I actually think that's close. We're close to actually be finished on this one layer. Now, this is actually layerable. Like, not. I don't think it's layerable as the word, but you can like put it in layers. I'll do that guy later. But yeah, as I said, as I was saying, you can put this in layers. Like, you can have 1 layer, then 2 layers, then 3 layers, then 4 layers. As far as I know, having the like basically the way to do this to tile it up is then you make these half blocks full blocks, and that acts as the block that's under the grass, which you have to have because there's a bug apparently where mobs drop through blocks. So then you have that layer, and then you have dirt on top of that, and you just repeat the pattern. You also then need to have this be water. I'm gonna have that anyway, I think, into a hopper. But I'm gonna have like a little stairway down here going to a few sets of chests. Because I don't know, like whilst this actually produced really well. Like whilst I had created this in a creative world, and during the time I had in creative dug out the bottom of here, placed a hopper, placed a chest, and also dug out like a one wide tunnel. It had created 45 carrots. In all honesty, I did bone meal all the plants, so that might be reason for that. But yes, I'm actually going to find out what the next part is. I think it might just be the walls and the roof left, and then the hoeing, and I think we might be done after that. And then bring in the farmer, obviously. But yeah, so if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna bring the guy in, do the walls, and then I do have enough, don't I? I have just under enough. But yeah, I'll guess I'll get a bit more. I think I have like at least 8, and I think I need about 8 or a bit more. I think I have some spares. Yeah, I will do that. I'll bring the villager over and all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you once that's done. Okie dokie, so we are finally back, and made a bit more progress. I don't know why I said that so willy, but we have made a bit more progress on this entire thing. The entire roof is done. This place is now secure as well. We haven't used ender pearls to get in here. I should probably make a better way of getting in, but I need that. That's my food. This guy's still in here. We'll let him loose later. I can actually probably get rid of that. Get rid of that. But yes, this place is working. Everything should be fine. We just need to hoe the area up, which is fun. I'll probably just do a bit of time lapse. Yeah, under these, by the way, we have the water. So yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, I'm going to do a time lapse of the hoeing of this area, and then I hopefully have enough carrots. I have, what's that, 5 stacks of carrots. Hopefully that's around about enough. If it's not, I do have my micro farm, or nano farm, whatever you want to call it, so I can go and do that. So yeah, I'm going to just quickly hoe all this area up. Okay, so this place is finally hoed up. Let's see how much that took. That took 900. Well, how much is that? Maybe 600 durability on it. Yeah, that seems about right. We are going to have 1 more durability taken out of it. We are also going to have to place these. We are not going to have enough. I've just realized because that's taken off about 600. And what do we have here? We have about 300 here because that's, you know. If you, what is that? It's wheat. Okay. I don't want you planting wheat. You might accidentally be planting wheat. That might be a problem. I actually thought that placing or hoeing the ground would have been a lot easier. I think it's either a mix. It's either one of 3 things. It is either the fact that you can't just hold down, or it's like it doesn't update enough for you to be able to, you know, just hold down click and it hoe, or I'm lagging, or a mixture of both. it's one of those 2 things. Well, one of those 2 things, or a mixture of both. one or both of those things. That would be the better way of saying it, I think. But yeah, this, I think in theory, if we just plant down these 300-ish, these 5 stacks, in theory, we should be able to just let this guy run loose and he'll like replant the others. So hopefully that's a thing. I don't know why I'm feeling laggy. I've gone back to using DxTory for this bit because I just want to check if DxTory could actually like run and record at 60, and it is doing fine. It's actually keeping up, except for like a tiny bit of lag when I start the recording. That's sort of nothing to really worry about. Yeah, it's sticking around the same. So I'm, depending on the file size, I'm actually thinking of switching back to DxTory, because OBS, when I use it, even though I've increased, I was about to say upgraded, but I've increased the bitrate I record out with OBS, it still looks not that good in comparison to DxTory. Like DxTory, I think most of the files are at like 222 kilobytes per second, which is a lot. Whereas OBS, I think the default was like 10 megabytes. So you should be a nice guy. Let's actually end a pearl out of here. Ooh. What we can do is go to our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mob farm, get a crap ton of bones, and bone meal it all up. But I'm probably going to have to go in a minute, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. No, I've actually got some time. I need to find a... Or I need to just finish this place. Let's just get 3. And that will just automatically fill up from the remaining. This isn't going to fill up all of them, because I know, obviously, you know, in old Minecraft, this would do 3 stacks. Well, actually, no, 9 stacks. Oh, no, we are going to have enough, maybe. In old Minecraft, where it was just 1 bone meal to fully grow any crop, then it would have worked, but it takes a few now. I think it's about 3 on average. So we're not going to have enough, unfortunately. But, oh, and I'm in a block. Okay. The only thing I'm worried about is the fact that, like, sometime in the future, he's gonna like be planting down wheat, I think, potentially, which isn't gonna be good because he'll auto do it. And if he does, what he's gonna end up doing is he's gonna like plant them and then harvest them again, get more seeds in his inventory. But you can see like what a stack just did. It did like hardly anything. Like, it's a bit worrying. Is that drop carrots? Carrots? He's doing it, guys. He's doing it. Okay, I'm gonna start bone mailing them further away from him so I don't pick up the carrots. I should probably let him pick up those guys. But the hope is now that he goes and drops them. Actually, that's something else we need to do. Oh no! Please don't like be mad that I did that. But what we're gonna have to do is we are going to have to set up a hopper and a chest, minimum of a hopper and a chest right now. I actually have 2 hoppers somewhere. There's a hopper here. There's a hopper. It's just yeah. So let's just use those, and then have a double chest. Because we shouldn't be making an insane amount. So we should be good. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set up this quickly. And then I'm actually going to have to leave anyway. But what I'll do is I'll AFK and see how much we get. There's a cave. That's not good. Oh, I knew this cave was here actually. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here we are. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's more than 3. What I can do is think I should be able to just... Oh, no. I did it wrong. I think I did it even more wrong. I'll go in the hopper. Because I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to place a block there, maybe? And then I'm going to have to go in there and put a water block in there. That's what I'm going to have to do. Water. Oop. Don't worry. I think this is right. No, it's not. I know that because that just needs to be like that and there. I also found out I have a crap ton of white stained clay. I had like 40 spare white stained clay. It was insane. I don't know why I didn't find it earlier. But this guy, are you planting wheat? No, you are planting carrots. Indeed, you are doing your job. Good. You are doing the job that I failed to do. Let's just spatter these around. Get him running around a bit. Oh. Da, da, da. The only problem there is that water exists. So by having that water there, what's going to happen is in the day, these zombies aren't going to die. Because they'll all be attracted there. So I'm going to have to set up... Oh god, hiccups. Set up something for that. I actually need to check something as well. If I go in here... Yeah, so it does do its job. Okay. There's a low-flying plane right over my house. This is great. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's just do these. And see if he's doing his job by actually, I want to check the light levels as well. I want to check if the light levels are fine. Because I think that's supposed to be a 7. But I don't think it's supposed to be a 7 at the same time. I think it's supposed to be an 8. Which is going to be a bit worrying if any mobs spawn. That's my only concern. Well, not my only concern. My only concern is... Well, my other concern is this thing not working. That's my the other concern, really. Me building it wrong could be another concern. Should probably think about less of the negative things right now. I don't know if you can have more than one villager in here. I might do that otherwise. Might have 2 farmer villagers in here. But yeah, this is gonna be great because, as I kind of said, like the output for this is supposed to be like 12 stacks an hour. And basically, if it is 12 stacks an hour, well, not, if it is 12 stacks an hour, that's 47 stacks, or 47 emeralds every. Oh, actually, that's kind of a good hit. That's 47 emeralds per hour. I don't know if that is that supposed to be there. I wonder if you can throw. You can throw. Okay. I want to test if a carrot will go through. Shouldn't be any different, but yeah, carrot will go through. Clearing up after myself. Okay, dirt and a carrot. Why is there no carrots being thrown? That's what I want to know. Maybe he does it like after he's planted them all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go get some wood, make a door, and then I'm going to AFK for a bit. I hope the server doesn't go down. I can't remember. I think the time of the server restarting changed recently, or fairly recently, to mean that I don't know what it is essentially. But we need a door, which means we need some wood, which is something I Oh, there's a severe lack of, apparently. Even though I cut down a goddamn forest that appeared magically. I don't know, I did that with the mouse. God damn. That'll be enough. What was that? Oh. Another brick slab that I still have. But yeah, I'm gonna go quickly AFK. I hope nobody minds the fact that the spawn is a bit iffy. Actually, nobody really goes down the nether tube thingy because nobody has a need to, except maybe anybody that wants to go to the slime farm. Bit of a worry. But I am going to, in fact, place 3 sets of doors. Just because I can. And then we are going to go back up here. I'm gonna spawn the endermite in here in a minute. That's gonna be my problem. Dude. Come on. Plant. I don't know what the I think is it random tick it is random tick speed, isn't it? Or random ticks. That dictate the growth of these, don't they? Okay. Okie dokie. So what I'm actually going to do is, as I said, AFK. I think what he might be doing is not throwing anything down until everything is sort of planted in the area, because he sees it as like, I think what it is he sees them as untended to crops, and then we'll be like, oh, that needs to be filled. So he'll use his current inventory to do that, so he won't actually be giving, his priority I think is the farm rather than the players, the villagers, because the point of this farm is he gets those and then he's like, oh, that villager needs food, the one up there, the cleric, and then gives it to him. But I think the priority is the farm over the thing, because if there aren't replanted stock or plants, that means obviously the farm's not going to run and not give enough food anyway. So yeah, I think what's going to happen is he's going to do all this first, as I said, and then he'll do that. So I've given him a bit of a help. I think it's what 1 to 3 I think is a drop from these, so this should encapsulate this entire thing. But as I said, I'm going to go AFK under the build for I should be out for about 2 hours. So I'll come back. Once I come back, I'll probably record a bit if I'm not too tired, because it's late and I'm going out for 2 hours. So that's going to be obviously great fun, and that is if the server doesn't reset or restart more truly. So yes, I am going to do that. I might set myself up with TeamViewer and then I can check via my phone if I'm disconnected or not. But yes, I'm going to end off here for now. The next clip will be in a few hours once I have AFK'd for a bit. And I don't think the light in here, no, it won't let anything spawn. Shouldn't be anything in there that lets it spawn. We are hopeful. Because there is a 7 spot, and I think 7 is where mobs spawn, if I remember correctly. But that means my time is going to go up quite a lot. I actually started this episode, originally the first recording was at 777 minutes. So I did make a joke about being very lucky. Of course I did. But yeah, look how much time we have spent on here so far. And that's not including all the time I was in the nether. So, yeah. But yeah, I will see you in a couple of hours. So, I return home to find this message being displayed. Unfortunately, I was unable to find any way of connecting back to this computer. I had TeamViewer set up so that I would be able to access the computer from my phone, and if this message occurred at some point, I'd be able to minimize the time that I spent off the server by simply, you know, using TeamViewer to connect back to the server. However, I was unable to find an internet connection to physically do that, so I don't know how long I've been off the server. It is currently 9:32 PM. I am back, and I would say, if I remember correctly, the restart time was around it was at a half hour. So we have either spent at least an hour, maximum of 2 hours on the server, because I left at 6:30 ish. But yeah, let's actually get back to the server, see if anybody's actually on. Nope, nobody is actually on the server, it seems. And let's see, I should probably move my bottle of water. We have a lot of zombies. But how much do we have? Whoa! Okay. So we have definitely been here seemingly longer. Whoa. It's supposed to be 12 stacks. 1, 2, oh, it's 9, 27. That's probably 2 hours worth there. I'm still going through what I actually want to do. I don't know how you spawned there. You guys can all die a horrible, horrible death. I'm trying to get that one. Let's see if it's night. Yes, it is. This guy is doing his job. That place needs to be fixed. Because I don't think he can hoe land. I think he can only go on to hoe land. But this guy, he's doing his job pretty efficiently. And I am probably going to, in a minute, set up a few... I think he's actually filled it up completely. Yeah, he's doing his job. Also all grown fairly well. I mean, in general. It is a bit worrying. I was going to say that they could go from here, but I realised they can't jump like I can as zombies. But yeah, that obviously needs to be refilled, but he'll do that once he gets around to it. But yes, this is actually looking fairly good. What we actually want to do is get on an ender pearl there. God damn it. An ender pearl there, but we can just put that there. Let's throw that one down there. But yeah, this is looking like it's doing fairly well. I am hearing a lot of zombie groans, so I do want to check out where they are. Because it's a bit worrying. I'm going to quickly check for any... No, you're not a zombie. Maybe they somehow got on top. Let's do this. I realized previously I was jumping while doing it, which was kind of stupid. I know where they are. I just realized where they would be. There's a little cave down here, if we remember. So that is where they will be, most likely. Just let those guys die. We can probably just stock up on carrots in all honesty at this rate. But if we remember, one of these down here. This is a cave here. Not sure if it leads to anywhere else. Iron. Ooh. Huh. I was for sure that was where they would be. We should probably torch this place up anyway. But there we go. Let's fill that up. We can make this look pretty later. I'll probably do it in between episodes. But yeah, I think this is looking really nice. I'm gonna go quickly take a screenshot. And I finally set up, like, there's a problem I was having recently where I used to, well, before, like, first half of this episode as well, but, like, previously I was recording with OBS, I had DxTory over it so I could see my frame rate, but it wasn't picking up OBS as a, or DxTory OBS wasn't picking it up, so that's fine. I found out recently, all my screenshots I've taken in, like, the last week or so have, or, like, 2 weeks or so, like, from when I'm recording this video, at least, have included the DxTory little thing up here. Well, you won't be able to see it, but if any of you have ever used it or seen people use it, you'll understand what I mean. But yeah, that's been turning up in them. So I finally got my my screenshot key set up on DxTory. Previously, I didn't really care for it, but today I definitely do care for it. Just gonna press these keys. Shouldn't really have too much noticeable effect, except my frame rate's just really dropped because of it. Yeah, I'm really happy this guy. I want to know why these keep on like breaking. Might be due to the carpets, actually. No, are they ones next to the carpets? No, they're not. So I want to know why they're doing that. In the meantime, though, oh, yeah, I was gonna say this this glass is like really difficult to break. Like normal glass is really easy to break with an efficiency 5 pick, or at least as far as I remember. This is for some reason taking a lot longer. That's brilliant. I also realized I absolutely love Depth Strider. Like I've been playing modded, forgot that like I just hated the fact that I didn't have Depth Strider. It's terrible. I also realized why I forgot about the restart time on the server is because We are running this server via our hosting service, this one, the vanilla server. However, the modded server is currently being running on like our own physical machine that we have the location on. Like we know, like I can access it with TeamViewer. I can, it's not going. It doesn't go. Why? What? Did I really just derp that badly? I just tried to fire an. What? Go away. I just tried to fire an arrow at an Enderman. I actually feel really stupid. God. But yeah, I think that's all for today's episode, really. I don't really have too much more to do. Except maybe one thing. Oh, I do realize we can actually check how long I've been on the server due to the playtime thing, because I can look at it from where I stopped and when I came back, when I just logged onto the server then, because that was obviously the first time I logged on the server since that I was disconnected. So I can actually look at that and find out how much time we actually spent and how much time it took to get that. I mean, that is seriously a lot of carrots. This guy is actually filled up. That might be why I'm slightly lagging. I'm gonna pick these up. Throw them in a chest somewhere. I'm actually thinking of expanding this out. The plan is, I have this villager down here. My plan is to remove this item elevator thing here, expand this back one maybe, or this back one at least, and incorporating both into it, and then having the villager like there's a 1 block gap here. I can have the villager like here, but obviously down at that level, but like behind stone. Behind glass and carpet, like these guys, that guy over there, unlike having it like that, which is just a pain. And then the XP is a lot easier to get, and it's also all the stuff like let me just do that. All the stuff, other stuff is like anything I dropped is easy to get as well. But yeah, I'm gonna possibly do that in between episodes. I need to sort out one of these chests now. I should probably go on a mass. Like take out everything from my inventory and do a mass crafting spree. I'll probably do that in a bit. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Monday is hopefully just going to be a vanilla survival single player episode. I'm hoping to get that all sorted. I still need to find a seed, but I have given myself plenty of time to actually do all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. The world is bugging out. I really don't like it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.